What's up, Habs fans? The Habs break their losing streak, winning 4-2 over the Arizona Coyotes in one of the messiest games I have ever seen. But hey, a win's a win. And yeah, Arizona has still not won a game in the entire month of February. And they play the Leafs next, so I don't think they're winning a game this month. The Habs did start off the scoring after Yoel Mia put one in, making it 1-0. Jordan Harris made it 2-0. And then one of the flukiest goals I have ever seen in the second period is Kerfoot from behind the net. He's not even trying to score because he's behind the net. Somehow gets the puck in, and yeah, it makes it 2-1. But then, near the end of the second, Nick Suzuki, so close to making it 3-1 going into the third, and he just hits the crossbar. Very, very unfortunate. But going into the third, Tanner Pearson does score, making it 3-1. And then another goal, which really shouldn't have happened. But this one I have seen a ton of times this year from the Habs. Nick Bjugstad scoring right off the faceoff. How many goals have we allowed right off the faceoff? I feel like we have allowed more than I have ever seen from any team. It seems to happen almost every single game. The team doesn't even have to set up offensively. They just freaking score about a second after the faceoff. I don't know if the Habs just aren't mentally ready by the time the puck drops or what, but this has been happening way too often. Suzuki would make it 4-2 with an empty netter very late in the game, and that would be the end there. Now, another problem that the Habs had in this game were penalties, which, number one, they didn't get a single power play, and they haven't had a power play, I believe, since the Pittsburgh game, which is a little odd, but okay. But also, they're taking a lot of penalties again. It calmed down a bit, but it was a really big problem at the beginning of the season. Calmed down a bit, and it's back to being a really big problem again. And one of the players that has been taking a lot of penalties of late is Juraj Slafkovsky. Now, Slav has vastly improved his game. We all love the effort that he's putting in. We all love the fact that he is finishing his checks and, putting 1,000% out there. But when it's leading to these unnecessary penalties, maybe you want to dial it back just a bit. I mean, the effort, it obviously still has to be there. But you don't want to take a bunch of penalties and cause all these issues here. Now, the Coyotes didn't score on either one of their power plays, which does help, but still, when you're taking on teams like our next team, Florida, and then Tampa, and then I believe Carolina, and then Nashville, who is not as great as the other three, but still, you can't do that against these teams. If they play like they did against Arizona, against Florida, they're losing that game about 12 to maybe 2. I know Montembeault is going to be in net, so there's a good chance that he could backstop them to at least a point. But yeah, if you play like that against Florida, you're absolutely fucked, as Florida is by far, in my opinion, the best team in the East right now. I know that the Rangers are now number 1 after their win over Columbus, but yeah, in my opinion, Florida is still the more talented and ready to compete team. So that's about it. That for this video. Like I said, Florida is the next opponent. They go on their Southern U.S. road trip. Always a fun time there. So we'll have to see what happens there. Blessed be. Go Habs go.